Today, I wanted to do something different than I normally do and open up about what it's been like to have chronic illnesses. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while for those who don't have these symptoms to better understand what can happen and what it does to someone. I would like to preface this video by saying please don't diagnose me or yourself or offer any medical or home remedy advice. I am in contact with medical professionals at all times and it could be dangerous to some people. Since I can remember, I've had ADHD and chronic migraines, both of which I'm still learning ways to deal with. What you should know about chronic migraines is that these aren't headaches. These aren't something you can just go about your day with. These are immeasurable pain that have sent me to the hospital multiple times. I have a medicine now that puts me to sleep quickly because that's the only thing that will make it stop. With ADHD, it's more than just a leg bouncer getting a little off track. It's an inability to organize my notes for school or keep a schedule or remember I have to eat and sleep and even use the bathroom when I get focused on a task. It's having to have multiple sources of stimulation at all times or my focus goes out the window until I make a distraction for myself. With ADHD in school, I've learned that listening to lectures while drawing keeps my attention, so I've been putting that to use. The rest of my symptoms are new. The thing about having new symptoms is that you've already had months or years of figuring out how to fight the old ones. So when new problems come along and disrupt the whole cycle of symptom treating, it feels like your whole world has been turned inside out. The first thing that happened was a horrible brain fog. I can be forgetful with my ADHD, but some days there's a cloud over my mind that doesn't let me remember anything of importance and stops me in the middle of my sentence. And then there's the fatigue. I sleep much more than I have to, and I'm always so tired. I can't go out because I need to rest. I fall asleep in class sometimes, and because of my migraine medicine, I've learned how to look like I'm awake. I've learned how to move my pencil in my sleep. But sleep never really helps. It's like a phone that can only stay on 10%, and I always need to recharge. Then the joint pain started. I'm an artist, and I have severe pain in my elbows and wrists when I draw. And then my knees and ankles. I have trouble walking, and sometimes I have to use a cane now. Sometimes I think to myself, I'm only 21 and I have to use a cane. What a concept. I'm slowly learning how to walk by myself again though. And I get sick really easily. I have ear infections and sinus infections and bronchitis every other week it seems, and antibiotics make me even weaker. Whenever there's an illness going around, I'll catch it and the cycle starts all over again. Some days I get really upset over my circumstances, like why me? I used to do all of these things so easily, and I used to be active and pretty athletic too. I've been to a lot of doctors over the past few years. Since the pandemic started, it's been harder to find someone willing to take new patients, and some of my appointments were scheduled out for months or even a year. Until we find out the root cause, we're treating my symptoms, and I'm taking life one day at a time. People have it worse than me, and I'm aware, and I'm beyond grateful for the support system I have, and that I can still do what I love, and I can work towards my long-term goals. I wanted to create this to say that I am not my illness, but it is still a part of me and my journey. We tend to stray away from the ugly truth of life, but it's part of what happens to us and it's important to talk about. With that being said, I hope this video wasn't too much of a downer. I want to make the world a more positive place and encourage others to create art that represents and inspires them, which is what I was doing in this self-portrait piece. My bones, as achy as they are a part of me. That being said, I hope you all have a great night.